Hello. Alright, so I have got my oils in my bucket, and today my recipe is going to include castor oil, cocoa butter, coconut oil, 76 degrees, palm oil, olive oil, shea butter, palm kernel oil flakes, and also in here right now I've got kaolin clay. So before I mix my lye, I'm going to go ahead and get my kaolin clay well emulsified in there, or at least mixed as best as I can before I add it in. So here we go. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Now I have silk and sodium lactate mixed in with my lye, so it's going to be somewhat discolored. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it on the camera, but I'm going to go ahead and use a strainer to get all the particles out. So here we go. You can kind of see all the particles that are in the silk that I use. It's pretty raw stuff. Okay. Give this a good mix. I'm going to go ahead and pour in my fragrance oil. Today I'm using Honeycomb by Nature's Garden. It's really nice. It wasn't what I expected. I figured it would be more intense with the honey notes, but to be honest, it's actually pretty floral. It's got a lot of rose, and then it softens up the rose at the end with some sweet honey scent. So I really like it. It's really unique and different. Wasn't what I expected, but I'm still happy. It's really good in there. I don't want any oil to be on the top, and once I get my new camera, hopefully you can kind of see, but if you're not mixing it all the way, you're going to see a light layer of oil just seeping to the top of your batter. If that's the case, then you know you've still got to keep going. Otherwise, you might have that layer of oil appear at the top of your loaf while it's right when you put it in. So it's important just to make sure to find that balance between, you know, how thick and how thin you want it, but be sure to always, make sure that you check the oil layer on top, and that's well mixed in. All right. Okay, so we've got 3 colors we're going to be using. I'm going to be using a yellow, kind of a sunshiny yellow, a real pretty sort of honeyed brown, and then some white. So I'm going to go ahead and partition all this off into different bowls here. Okay, so let's do the white first since that's in the big bowl, and then I'll move the big bowl out of the way for you. Okay, and apologize, I'm not wearing gloves today. Normally I do wear gloves, however the gloves that I had a hole in them, and I'm just being as careful as I can be to make sure that lye is not getting on my hands. But please note that I never recommend doing this without the proper attire. You know, safety goggles and gloves are a must, especially when you're new to soap making. I've done this for a little while now, and every now and then when I'm just out of gloves and I don't have time to go run, I will have to, you know, make do. So that's why I don't have any today. This was my glove, but I had a hole in it. So, all right, let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and do my white first. Let's see if I can get it. I mixed my titanium dioxide with a little bit of sweet almond oil to help get it all in the batter a lot better. I noticed the last time I did it without oil that I had some little white pockets of titanium dioxide appear when I cut my soap. So to prevent that, I'm going to try it this way. I don't like adding extra oil if I don't have to, but I really don't like having the little pockets of titanium dioxide appear either. Okay, that's about right. Put this one aside. Next up, we're going to do that yellow color. And I may not have enough of the yellow, so if that's the case, then I might actually have to add some of the powder to it. But Here's to hoping that I had enough. We'll see. All right. I think we're good. You can kind of see it. It's hard with all the shadows. I cannot wait to move into my new house. Oh my gosh. Won't have all these shadows all the time in my kitchen. I'm going to add just a tiny bit more yellow just to get it closer to where I want it to be. Okay. There we go. I'm going to put this one aside. Oh, let me get a little bit more mixed up. I see a couple little specks there. Okay. All right, now we're going to try to get a little bit of a brown color. I've got this, let's see here, what am I using? I'm using a little bit of iron oxide and a little bit of rose gold glitter. We'll see what it does. I might have to add a little bit more of my iron oxide to it. I can kind of tell it's a little too light for my liking, but we'll see what happens. Ooh, that turned out pretty. Actually, I might like that. All right, I'm just going to do a teensy bit more of my iron oxide. I don't want to do too much. All right. Okay, I think, let's see, got most of my color in there. Let me just see my colors, make sure this is what I want. I'm trying to make sure I've got 3 separate colors. Yeah, all right, we're good. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is get this reset up so that you can see me as I'm pouring and all that good stuff, so stay tuned. Alright, got my setup for my pour. I'm going to start with the white and then I'm going to do a little bit of a high drop pour, somewhat of a swirl. Let me get my whisk actually because I know I'm going to want that. Somewhat of a swirl just to get a little bit of dimension in there. I'm going to hope that the 3 colors will show, but they may not. We'll see. Okay. Give my white a good mix one more time since it kind of got okay. All right. Do a little bit more. The rest is going to be for my the rest will be for my my little piping bit on the top. I'm going to put that aside. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and tap this down. Okay, so now I'm going to do the light one. Get it a good mix again. Okay, put that aside. I'm going to give it a last but not least, we're going to do this one too. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to do just a little bit more white on top. There we go. A little bit more tapping. Okay. I'm going to just kind of go up like this. Alright, I'm going to do a little bit more just to kind of get this thing full. I thought it was going to be a little bit higher, so let's try to get a little bit more volume in there. Getting pretty thick.
Hey, hi, Boo-Boo, come here.
Hey,
Hi.
I'm filming. Okay. Okay, now it's time to bring out my embeds. I'm going to give this a quick spritz with some more alcohol. Alright, I'm going to see if it's ready to go or not, but it might take a couple more minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and get my embeds set up. Looks like I'm going to wait for it to just be a little tiny bit more hard before I put anything on it, because I don't want it to sink. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a little good glitter dusting. Okay, that's the rose gold. Now I'm going to do the same with some 24 karat mica. Alright. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the final reveal.